Hi children, today we'll discuss about curves. So curve plays a very important role in geometry. Okay, so what does it mean? That means curve means actually any kind of line. If you draw any kind of line without any gap or without lifting your pen or pencil from the paper, it is called a curve. So if you draw a straight line also, it is also called a curve. In our daily life, uses of straight line is not curve, that is called straight line, but in mathematics straight line is also a curve. So any kind of shape like that, all those are said to be curve. Let us draw another interesting diagram. From the diagram we will learn about the curves. Okay, so first we have to draw a circle. Okay, that is a perfect. Okay, so that circle, in our first step, it is a curve, isn't it? Why it is curve? Because when we draw the curve, the starting point and the ending points are meeting at the single point. That means at the same point. So that is why it is a continuum line. So it is a curve. Now let us draw two small circles within the big circle, and it seems to be eyes of a person. So in that case, in our second steps, it becomes not curve. It is not a curve. Why it is not a curve? Because there is a gap between those circles. That means there is no any continuity, any joining amongst them. So as a whole, it is not a curve. Now let us draw another. I have to add another spectacle. Draw a spectacle here of that face, and it becomes, in our third step, again it becomes curve. So now why it is curve? Because when we join the small circles with the line, then there is a continuity of that circle. So finally we can say the shape is also a curve. Okay, so I think you better understand this one. Now let us take a few more examples to examine which one is curve and what kind of curves are there. Okay, there are two types of curves. Let us discuss one by one. One thing you see here, it is a simple doodle. If you draw anything like that, any shape, it is a curve. That is also a curve, very simple curve. This is also a curve, but that curve is different from the rest of the curves. That curve and that curve, they are different. Why they are different? I just tell you. The line cross itself in case of here at that point and here at that point. So they are different from the others in that as far as cross is concerned. Okay, so they are different. So we have two type of curves here. One is cross itself, that is number 3 and number 7. Those are cross itself, and rest of the curves are not cross. That means not cross itself. That is 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6. So that type of curves are very simple curve, isn't it? They are not simple actually. It is called a simple curve. Why it is called simple curve? Because they don't cross itself, and they are called not simple curve. Okay, so let us draw another two curves, different types of curves. One is called, you see, let us draw another curve. Here you see here it is the starting point, here it is the end point. They are not meeting at the same point. That is why a gap is here. Okay, that is the gap amongst them. So it is called a open curve. Open curve. That curve is called open. Another curve is here. You see the starting point and the end point are meeting at a single point, at a single point. So that is why it is called a closed curve. Close curve. There is no any gap amongst them. Okay, so that is called a closed curve. Now let us take another closed curve. Here you see, to get the position in a figure, suppose you draw a shape. Here it is a tennis court. Okay, that is a tennis court. Or you can draw another closed curve also, very simple. That area has been confined by that line. So in both the cases, both the closed curves, you see one position is here, that is A, that A portion is actually confined by that line. Okay, so that is why A position is called the interior. Interior means the inside area or the inside region confined by a line or any kind of wall or any kind of line. So A is called the interior. In case of tennis court, you see when ball fall on the line, it is called the on the line. Okay, so that area is called B. B means actually on the line. B equal to on the line. So that is also a area on the line. And another point is here, it is C. C is called the exterior. Exterior means outside of the boundary. Line means actually boundary, on the boundary, and C is called the exterior. That means outside of that boundary is called the exterior area. That point is called the exterior point. So that is all about curves. If you have any question, you can put any question in the comment box. Okay, so thank you.